Hey everyone. Oh, hang on. Hang on. What's happening here? Hang on. That's it. Hey everyone. I know it's a weird angle and everything because I'm using my iPhone as a camera for my computer. Yeah, so I mean, I've done a live with Brian on Saturday, banging live. Really pleased with it. It's a joy to do it with him as well. We bounce off each other okay. So I haven't really got that much to say because that was only on Saturday. But no, and I'll tell you what, I've just watched. I don't know if anyone's watched it. It's on Channel 4. It's called Paula. I didn't know much about Paula Yates until, like, obviously I'd watched this. I mean, when she was about, I was not in the, I was in a drug space. So I didn't really know that much about her. But obviously I know about her daughter Peaches. But oh my God, what a sad, sad, sad thing it was. The press hounded her terribly. It was bad. I mean, the press back in them days, News of the World. Just putting it out there. It was the News of the World that was the worst ones. Heard that one before, haven't we? But no, it was just so 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 sad how they hounded her and hounded her. And then 2 weeks after Michael Hutchins died, it come out that Hughie Green was her dad. Now, I do know Hughie Green was linked with paedophilia. So, thing. But her daughter Peaches as well. That was another sad thing to hit the family. I mean, Peaches, I mean, I don't know whether she killed herself, whether it was an accidental overdose, but it was just after, you remember the Ian Watkins, the baby and toddler rapist, from was it the Lost Prophets or one of them anyway? She outed the women who had sold their babies to Ian Watkins. And then, Peaches ended up dead. Don't know whether there was anything to do with that, but it's just very, 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 very sad. I mean, it's really, really, really sad. I mean, I don't know, like, they said that Paula didn't kill herself, it was an accidental overdose, but you just don't know, do you? I mean, it really, 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 really sad. Oh yeah, on Facebook, I've put up a Just Giving thing because when I say, like, I got my computer fixed, it's wiped me out, completely and utterly wiped me out. And I've got to get the camera fixed now. So anybody that can give 10, 20, I would be so, so, so appreciative because when I say I am absolutely stone broke. I'm even smoking the puffer things. So yeah, I just wanted to say that to people. But what else can I talk about? I'm really pleased that I've got my camera. I didn't think I would be able to do it, and I phoned Brian earlier on and asked him, like, how do I do it? And yeah, I've managed to do it. So I'm really proud of myself. Although it's a bit of a weird angle, I will say that. But I've got to take my computer in on Friday to get fixed. So yeah. But yeah, and also as well, just like, people have been so good to me every time I've asked for anything. But when I say I am so on the floor, and I mean on the floor, this cost of living crisis, it's driving me fucking mad. It's just like eggs. Eggs have gone up. They used to be 90p. 6 eggs. They're now £2.25. And it's just things like that, and the gas, the electric, everything just seems to have just not even gone up a little bit. I mean, they're putting things up like by £1.50, £2. It's a fucking joke. It's an absolute joke. And seeing as I'm not clipping anymore, it's hard. It is hard. It is hard. So if you can spare 10, whatever, I will be so grateful. I've put the Just Giving thing. My mate done it for me yesterday because I didn't have a clue. It's on Facebook. Can't put it on YouTube because do you know what? I know it's nuts, but I'm not even signed into my YouTube channel. But luckily enough, the OBS Brian was just like, what the fuck? But No, I really enjoyed that live I done with him, and hopefully we'll be doing a few more. Because, it's good to do it with someone because you can bounce off each other. And with me, I do, I can bounce off people. So, yeah. What was it talking? Oh, yeah. I was talking about that West Midlands, thing. I mean, when I showed Brian the pictures of the women, yeah, there was one bird there. She's got blonde hair. And he said to me, you'd see her on a checkout in Tesco's. And he's right. I don't know if any of you have looked into this West Midlands thing, but it is just absolutely disgusting. But again, it's all low level. And it's like, when are they going... I've got a green light in the corner of my phone. I don't know what's going on there. I've got a green light in the corner. It might be my phone. I don't know. But I'm well proud of myself that I've managed to do the phone thing. Puffing on me little puffer. But no, it's just disgusting. I mean, I think there was 21 suspects. I can't even check on my phone because I'm using my phone as a camera. But it was 21 suspects and 8 of them or 7 of them were women. And they weren't they didn't look, that was the mad thing about it. A lot of them could be Manan. And then you start to wonder to see yourself, well, how long have they been doing this? Did they wake up one day and say to themselves, oh yeah, I'm going to get myself into child pornography. Let's go into child. Imagine, I mean, one of them, she looked about 80. How long have they been doing this? How long? Because judging by some of there was a couple of young ones there who, you could see in the nursery. They didn't look like what they were. And that's what shocked me more than anything, is they just did not look like paedophiles. But, they're the worst paedophiles going, They was running, it was a child prostitute. I cannot stand that thing, but it does describe what we're talking about, child prostitution. But it's a horrible saying. It's child abuse, really. But just for thingy say, I'm just going. Please don't message me saying about child, because I know that a child cannot be a prostitute. But for the sake of the lives, it is what and that's what they call it, a child prostitution ring, with children from the ages of 2 till 12. Wow. wow. But again, no mention of no higher ups, no elites, no nothing. Just these 21 scumbags. I mean, their sentences were what you would expect, really. And I don't think the judge was corrupt, because the judge gave out, proper sentences, which is unusual for a case like this. So all I can think of is the judge probably weren't corrupt. They weren't corrupt thing. But apparently the is it Sir Mark Rowley? I think it's Sir Mark Rowley. He's now got 90 officers, and he's going to be weeding out police officers who he don't think are fit, like police officers involved in domestic violence, which is bad. Police officers just thinking that they can do anything that they want to do, especially against women. Yeah, especially against women. It's, and I think that the police have now got this attitude that they can do what they want to do, and they are going to get away with it. And it's about time that someone, I don't know whether they're going to seem to be doing something about it. I don't know how much they're going to do about it, but, it's, as long as they're seen to be doing something about it. But he seems pretty clear on what he was, when I see him on the news. He said that he's got 90 officers to weed out these police officers that he believes are not fit for the job. So good luck with that one, mate. You'll probably be sacking... We won't have no police force left if you do that. Not going to lie, so far, haven't heard anything bad about any women police officers. So far. Don't know how long that's going to last for, because they just seem to be moving in a direction, and if the men are taking that attitude, then it's not going to be long before some women are. There's been a few women police officers involved in paedophilia. What was it? Was it the two police officers that was involved with? Was it Millie Dowler? Millie Dowler and that, but that's more covering up, which is just as bad, really, to be quite honest with you. I don't know why I'm making any distinction between them, but, it's just they're just as bad. But, let me have a look at me book. I do love me books. I took me books to Brian, and I've got all me passwords written down now. So, I'm just, let me just have a look through my book, see what it brings up. But I haven't mentioned it for a long while, is the Arts and Embassies programme. Now, I just want people to know that the Arts and Embassies programme is a real thing. It's not a conspiracy theory. It is an actual real thing. Now, the Arts and Embassies programme has been going since the 1960s, but in I think it was the year 2000 or 2001, 2002, they changed it to FAPE, F-A-P-E. I don't know what that stands for. Fucking nonsense. That's what it stands for to me. But the Arts and Embassies programme is a way for people to ship live performance art. Now, to be quite honest with you, what does live performance art mean? It can only mean one thing, because the transport of animals is legal as far as I'm aware. But live performance art normally refers to children or human beings. I mean, I'm not saying this is all, but they are allowed to ship these big containers, and they don't pass through normal customs. They do not pass through normal customs. They go through what is called they have a stamp on them that says that normal customs people can't look in there, and they've got their own customs. Now, and it's I'll tell you who's on the board of it. Marina Abramovich. Okay, and let's face it, you cannot look at Marina Abramovich's work and think that this woman is not involved in child trafficking. Hillary Clinton, Tony Podesta, and just as a fact, is in the 2019 Whitechapel Gallery held it was a celebration of women or something, and Marina Abramovich hosted it. This is in the Whitechapel Gallery. I'll carry on. I'll talk about that in a minute. But Marina Abramovich hosted it, and Tony Podesta gifted her the live performance art. Now, you look at Tony Podesta's artwork in his house. Yeah, and I'm not pulling this up from the ether. You can look at Tony Podesta's artwork in his house, and one thing that strikes you, it's all dead kids. Yeah, and if it's not dead children, it's children in various situations where they're being hunted by mad ghouls or whatever. There are various stages of child torture. I mean, one of the pictures, and it does look like that. And is it Anderson Cooper, one of them? And he's from the Vanderbilt family. And funnily enough, his brother committed suicide. So but that is me just making a fit. I'm not saying that that's fact. I'm just saying that it looks very much like Anderson Cooper, and he's tied up by a swimming pool. And why would someone want to have dead kid art? I mean, when you have artwork, I mean, I've got this thing behind me, and if you have a look, I've got various different bits, but none of it's dead kids. None of it's dead kids, because I don't want to look, I don't want to wake up and see a dead kid. Who wants to wake up and see a dead child? I mean, come on, man. You know, and all these people are the most powerful people in the world. You know, we're talking about the richest, the most powerful. Marina Abramovich, she is just disgusting. And Brian, like we was talking about that Paula man, and you know, he's trying to be friends with Alan Yentob. I mean, I'm not saying that Alan Yentob is a paedophile. At the very least, I'd say he's a paedophile protector. He worked with Camilla Batmangeli, who I am 100% convinced that woman is involved in child trafficking. 100%. There's no two ways about it. And if you want to take me down for that, take me down for that. But that woman is an evil, evil, evil woman. Yeah, and he worked with her on Kids Company for 19 years. Now, I'm not the person that's making this up about Kids Company. There have been allegations of abuse going back to 2002, yeah, where Kids Company is concerned. That's a fact, yeah, that is an actual fact. And also in 2014, Camilla Batmangeli, obviously she was hooked up with John Wedger by that thing, and she said that she'd been talking to a police officer who had told her about a paedophile ring, and she's prepared to name names. Then they give her funding back to her. Yeah, they give her funding back, and then they shut down Kids Company and open Free to Be Kids. And you know, I'm 100% that woman and Free to Be Kids are involved in child trafficking. To me, it's a no-brainer. But, you know, but that is my opinion. But like I said, there was allegations of child abuse going back to 2002. And there was a young boy who was shot outside Aristocrats nightclub in Camberwell. And he had just started to make allegations as well. So take of that what you will. But for me, it's just disgusting. And yeah, that they can gift, you know, and with the Arts and Embassies programme, they're not even allowed to look what's in the containers. If you're customs, it's their own I think they're called taps or something like that, their own custom. And on top of that, Masterpiece Shipping is owned by David Epstein. You know, maybe there is two Epsteins out there, but it's a very unusual second name. And not a lot seems to have been made of that. And let's face it, Ghislaine Maxwell was running Terramar. Yeah. Now, Terramar controlled the oceans. And Masterpiece Shipping were looking to set up AI shipping, which meant that the container ships would be run by AI, not even human beings. So for me, it's scary. It's scary. And when you look into this, as much as what I've looked into this, and Brian, sometimes it can really get you down. And I mean, like, I know I'm in my dressing gown, people, and I know people are going to comment on that. I couldn't give a toss, man. Today has just been a shit day. The weather, I mean, I'm being told that we're having global warming. I'm not seeing a lot of global warming going on. All I'm seeing is fucking rain. That's it. That's all we get. So global warming seems to have missed us. Yeah, it's just a joke. But it seems to be quite nice out there now. But I just thought I would do, like, I was gonna have a shower and I just thought, oh fuck it, I'm just gonna do my live. And I look a bit different to when I was Dan Bryan's, but that's you know, that's how I do. That's how I do. But no, what else was I talking about? I mean, the weather's just been so shit. So shit. like everything else lately. It's just been ugh. But no, I had to come on, and I am saying to people, if anyone can afford to like just give me even a fiver, anything, I would be so grateful. So grateful, because like I said, I am on the floor, don't get paid till next Friday, and I am fucking so on the floor. Because, I mean, it's my fault. I fucked the computer. I tried to clean the screen. I thought there was a gap down there, down this bit here where the bar is. I thought there was a gap, but it wasn't. So it's my fault completely. But Apple wanted £600 off of me, mate, to fix it. I was like, what? But I got someone to fix it for like half that price. But it's wiped me out. And it is actually put me on. I am so on the floor, I cannot even begin. Like, I'm not even smoking anything. I'm smoking these, like, which is probably better for me anyway. But like, I would be grateful for anything, absolutely anything. But let me look in my book again. I can't even look at my comments because I'm using my phone as a camera. Yeah. Yeah, it's really, and also as well, talking about that, I mean, like, we've even got NAMBLA. And NAMBLA means North American Boy Love Association. One of the biggest members there, one of their biggest stars is Steven Spielberg. Now, I'm not going to take anything away from Steven Spielberg. He is a shit hot director. He knows what he's doing. You know, but these people are put in places like because of their talent is realised earlier on, and they're just groomed into. I mean, if you've got a little girl and she's showing outward, you know, side, she'd be put into music, dance, performing, saying, and then you might have somebody who shows ability for cleaning. And they're groomed into that in that, and they're groomed from so young. They've got to be talented. They've got to be talented. I mean, Peter Jackson is another one. I don't know if he's a member of NAMBLA. I think he is actually. I think all of them are, because NAMBLA used to be the Paedophile Information Exchange, and when they realised that it was getting too hot over here, they just merged it into NAMBLA, and you get NAMBLA days. You've got international, what is it? International Boy Love Days. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke. But, you know, you can buy NAMBLA t-shirts. Brian tried to order one offline once. It was funny and they'd all sold out. How's that? What? That's nuts. Yeah, I've got NAMBLA t-shirt there out of stock. Oh... Let me have a look. Oh, I've got stuff about the Pope, the Vatican. Oh, yeah. Prince, and even the Prince Andrew interview. Sorry, I'm jumping from one thing to another, but I've just seen this on here. The Prince Andrew interview. Even that he mentioned trigger words in his fucking stupid hour-long interview that he gave to the BBC, which is the interview that keeps giving. But, yeah. What have I got here? Oh, yeah. Pizza Express in Woking. I'm not going to lie, I actually believe that could be, because when all the emails come out about Comet Ping Pong, 2016 this was, they come out. It was, what was I just talking about then? Oh God, I hate it when I do that. Hang on, I will thing it. Oh yeah, when he mentioned the pizza, when the emails come out, there was one email and it said ping pong in London, can't wait, and there was a pill bottle that was turned round so you couldn't see what the pills were, but they had £50 notes as well, and I thought, oh dear. We've got a Comet Ping Pong in London somewhere. And then when Prince Andrew come out with Pizza Express in Woking, I didn't realise how Woking to me was just one of my friends was working in Woking at the time, working for Woking Council. I didn't think it was anything, but it has really, really royal connections. I mean, the Magna Carta was signed there, and also they had Woking Palace, and Woking Palace was the home of Margaret Beaufort, and Margaret Beaufort was the mother of Henry VII. Actually, someone who was, I don't think she was involved in paedophilia. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that Woking has a lot of royal connections. And I found it a bit weird that Prince Andrew would come up with the name Woking. I mean, why would he be at a Pizza Express in Woking? It's a bit weird. But if you want to link the two together, I doubt if the person on the Comet Ping Pong emails was making it up. It said Comet Ping Pong in London, can't wait. But things move on and you forget about things. Oh yeah, what have I got here? House of Khan descendants related to the Guinness family, the House of Khan. And there's Agar Khan, who owns his own island, by the way. Just saying, I think it's is it Bell Island? I think it's Bell Island. But Camilla Batmangeli, she just comes out of the House of Khan, which is from the Iranian royalty. And talking about Camilla Batmangeli, I don't know if you've ever noticed how much Andrew Ash looks like Camilla Batmangeli. I mean, he is the face cut off of her. And it's either a very thingy coincidence or like they're related. And like I said to Brian, they had to pull him up from somewhere. They had to pull Andrew Ash up from somewhere. They're not going to just walk along the street and say, oh yeah, you want to come and talk about things that Prince Andrew's done. No, that doesn't happen. So they would have had to get him from somewhere, and the resemblance to Camilla Batmangeli is uncanny. That's all it is so uncanny. And so much stuff leads back to her. I mean, even that Simon Werrett, that police officer who was involved in Brian's case, he's even linked with them because he done on his Twitter thing, he had I want to thank all the staff at Attic, and Attic is something that Free to Be Kids run. And they have storage in all the big storage places all over the gaff. They have camping equipment that they can access it 24 hours a day. Taking inner London or deprived children, not gonna lie, normally black children. There's a few white trash children thrown in there, but on the whole, it is the majority of black children. Not saying that it's all black children, not at all, but they do tend to go for the black children. I think that's because of the melanin and the adrenochrome, the organ harvesting. But the staff at Attic can access camping equipment at any time, 24 hours a day. So there's that link there, and also that DC whatever the fuck he was. I don't believe he was a police officer. I really don't. I don't believe a police officer could even act like that, let alone be the head of the crime directorate, something or another. But his actions do not. Even a low down police officer. His actions, the way he words things, I really don't believe that he was a police officer, because if he was the serious crime directorate, fuck me. And I've been told, Brian was telling me, Paul the Man was saying that me and Brian was part of MI5 or MI6 one, and I've only found out recently, Brian told me this, that MI5 and MI6 are the same as the CIA and the FBI. The FBI operate on Homeland, and the CIA are not allowed to do anything in Homeland, like it's all overseas, and that's what the MI5 and MI6 were. I never even knew the difference between the two, to be quite honest with you, and seeing their fuck ups. Yeah, if me and Brian worked for them, I can assure you there wouldn't be as much fuck ups. That's all I have to say, because watching them, what they've done to Brian, and it isn't even about the phone act. It's just about how they've tried to cover up. It's disgusting, really. It is absolutely disgusting. I've got so many I've got so many passwords in here. You would never believe how many passwords someone can have, and I can't remember which ones are for what. I can't even sign into my YouTube account that this is going out on my computer, but thank God it goes out to it on OBS. Don't even know how that's happened, but it has. So, I mean, I've been talking for half an hour now, so I think I'm going to leave it there. But hopefully, when I speak, when I do another live, I'll have my camera all fixed. I've got to take it down on Friday to be fixed. So, But sorry about the angle. Sorry about me dressing gown. It is what it is. But I'm not getting dressed up to sit here and talk about fucking child trafficking. It's just it's just thing. And yeah, I've had a really shit day, to be quite honest with you. So it just reflects the day that I've had. But like I said, if anyone could spare me anything at all, I've set up a Just Giving. It's on Facebook. I can't even send it to my YouTube because I'm not signed in. So that won't. But it's up on Facebook. So anybody that can spare anything, I would be so grateful. And then everything's gonna be all right. But as always, thank you so much for listening. I think I've covered everything that I was going to cover. But yeah, anyone who wants to watch that Paula Yates documentary, it's on Channel 4, and it is really good. I mean, I didn't know much about Paula Yates, like I said, but fuck me, I feel sorry. And her family, I mean, Peaches Geldof, when she went, there was definitely something more to that, because she was the one who outed the mothers who sold their children to Ian Watkins. We all know about Ian. I don't know if everyone knows about Ian Watkins, but he was a baby and toddler rapist. I think he was one of the first to kind of come out. Sounds weird, but that's, before then, I mean, for me, I mean, baby and toddler rape is just unthinkable, but it ain't. And he was proof of that. And he used to meet women and get them to hand over their it's just disgusting. But Peaches Geldof was the one who outed the mothers. Good to her, but she ended up dead. And I don't think that was a coincidence, to be quite honest with you. But I can only surmise. I'm not saying this is my opinion. But she was a member of the OTO. Now, and she was quite open about it. If I remember rightly, she was sending a thing saying that she's learning this new parenting skill and it's from the OTO. I'm not going to lie, I don't think the OTO is something that anybody should be looking into, because that was basically Aleister Crowley, and let's face it, Aleister Crowley's parenting skills are not I mean, let's face it, would you let your child go to him? I mean, come on. But yeah, she was an open member of the OTO, so I don't think she found anything wrong in it. I mean, I don't know how they was trying to push it. But Aleister Crowley is fucking, he was a sick man. But there are some people that hail him as, as well, I don't know. I mean, anyone that can call Alistair Crowley good is off their heads, if you ask me. Not gonna lie. But as always, thank you all for listening. I can't even read my comments, which is bad because I can't look at my phone. But hopefully after Friday that'll be sorted. But I think I'll come off now because I mean you've probably had enough of me now already. So I'm gonna take off now. But thanks for listening, everyone. And yeah, anything you can spare, I would be so grateful. So until the next time, probably Friday or Saturday after I get the camera fixed, I'll have more to say then anyway. So as always, thanks a lot and see you later.